Think about this. You walk into a room full of people. Before you even say a word, they've already judged you. Your body speaks before your mouth does. Now, imagine two scenarios. Lucas walks in with his head down, looking at the floor, taking short and hesitant steps. He seems small, almost invisible. The people around him barely notice his presence. Marcos, on the other hand, stands tall, maintains eye contact, and walks with confidence. He doesn't even need to say anything, yet he naturally draws attention. The only difference between the two, body language. Body language is how your body communicates without words. Your posture, your gestures, the way you take up space, all of these send a message. And the question is that message working for you or against you? If you carry yourself with insecurity, people will notice. You could be the smartest person in the room, but if your body language suggests otherwise, you'll have a hard time being taken seriously. However, when you make small adjustments, everything changes. People start paying more attention to you. You project credibility, confidence, and presence. As Joe Navarro, former FBI agent and author of What Everybody Is Saying, points out, our body language is influenced by ancient survival instincts that shape our postures and gestures. So when we consciously adjust our posture, we're not only signaling confidence to others, but also aligning our bodies with behaviors that evoke self-assurance and authority. Now here's the most interesting part. You can train your body language to project authority and influence. Small tweaks can make a huge difference in how others perceive you. And speaking of authority, there's a specific posture that instantly conveys strength and confidence. Few people know how to use it correctly, but it can completely change the way others react to you. Imagine this scene. You're in a room full of people. Some look insecure and out of place, while others radiate presence. What sets them apart? Their posture. If you want to be seen as confident and influential, you need to align your body language with your intention. Here are 3 simple adjustments that make all the difference. Feet firmly planted, aligned with shoulder width. This creates a solid foundation and prevents your body from swaying or appearing hesitant. 1 foot slightly forward. A small detail, but a big impact. This stance signals readiness and assertiveness, as if you're always prepared to take action. Open chest, shoulders relaxed and slightly pulled back. This not only improves your physical presence, but also influences your mindset. People with this posture tend to feel more confident and secure, head straight or slightly tilted. This projects attentiveness and intention. If your head is down, you signal submission. If it's too high, you might come across as arrogant. Balance is key. Now try a quick experiment. Stand in front of a mirror and adjust your posture using these tips. You'll feel the difference instantly. But having a strong stance isn't enough. Your body also speaks when you're in motion, and that's where many people make mistakes without even realizing it. Imagine someone walking with their head down, hurried or hesitant steps as if they wanted to disappear. Now picture someone else walking with an upright posture, a firm gaze and steady steps. Who looks more confident? Who exudes more authority? The truth is, every step you take communicates something about you. And if you want to be seen as someone secure and influential, you need to adjust your walk to reflect that. Here are 3 simple adjustments that make all the difference. Look ahead, never at the ground. This shows that you know where you're going, literally and in life. When you avoid eye contact or keep your head down, your presence fades away. Move your shoulders naturally. No stiffness, no exaggeration. Tense shoulders reveal nervousness, while overly loose shoulders can convey carelessness. Balance is essential. Steady, purposeful steps. Not rushing as if you're late, nor hesitating as if you're unsure of your own path. Walking with purpose strengthens your presence. Now, try a quick experiment. Next time you walk down a hallway or enter a room, pay attention to how you're moving. Small adjustments can transform the way others perceive you, and even how you feel about yourself. But there's something that can destroy your presence in seconds: the way you sit. If you think this doesn't matter much, wait until you see the impact that small adjustments can have on your image. Has this ever happened to you? You're sitting in a meeting or maybe on a date, and you feel like you're not being taken seriously. Even though you're saying relevant things, the impression you're giving off isn't one of authority. Now, imagine a different scene. You enter a room, sit with a firm posture, naturally occupy your space, and exude presence before even saying a word. People perceive you differently. The way you sit communicates just as much as the way you walk. If your posture is slouched, if your legs are crossed in a way that makes you look small, If your arms are tense or hidden, your body is essentially saying, "I don't want to be noticed." But this can change with a few simple adjustments. Avoid slouched postures. Sit with balance, occupying your space without fear. Those who slouch lose presence. Position your legs correctly. Crossing them too much can limit your space and convey insecurity. Instead, keep your feet firmly placed on the ground, showing steadiness. Support your arms openly. Don't hide your hands or move them restlessly. This shows nervousness. Instead, keep your arms relaxed but in a position that reinforces your presence. Small details like these change the way others perceive you, and more than that, they change the way you feel about yourself. But there's something even more powerful when we talk about presence and communication: your hands. If you think they don't make a difference, wait until you discover what certain gestures can convey about you. Picture a conversation where someone hides their hands in their pockets, crosses their arms, or gestures excessively. Something feels off, right? That's because our hands speak just as much as our words. If you want to project confidence and authority, here are 3 things you need to adjust immediately. Keep your hands visible. Hiding your hands gives the impression that you're insecure or hiding something. Always keep them in sight, reinforcing openness and transparency in your communication. Use controlled gestures. One of the most powerful signs of authority is the steeple gesture, when you bring the tips of your fingers together to form a pyramid. Influential leaders and speakers use this gesture to show conviction and mastery over what they are saying. Avoid excessive gesturing. Over-the-top movements can convey nervousness and lack of control. The key is balance. Use gestures that complement your words without stealing the attention from them. Here's a quick challenge. The next time you have a conversation, pay attention to what your hands are doing. Are you conveying confidence or insecurity? Now, all of this we've discussed, your posture, your space, and your hands, will only truly work if accompanied by an essential element: your voice. It's no use having a strong presence if your voice doesn't carry impact. And that's exactly what I'll be talking to you about next. The voice is a powerful tool. It can convey authority or insecurity, inspire or repel. And the problem is, many people don't realize how they're sabotaging their own message. If you speak too quickly, you sound anxious. If you speak too slowly, you lose the energy of the conversation. If you maintain the same tone throughout, your voice becomes monotonous and uninteresting. The secret to speaking with impact lies in balance. Here's how to apply this in practice. Vary your tone and pace. A flat speech doesn't capture anyone's attention. Switching between firmness and gentleness keeps the audience engaged. Use strategic pauses. Silence between words can be as powerful as the words themselves. It creates anticipation, gives time for the information to be absorbed, and reinforces the message. Breathe correctly. Without controlled breathing, your voice may sound weak or shaky. Inhaling through your nose and projecting your voice with diaphragm support makes all the difference. Now think of someone you admire for the way they communicate. Pay attention to that person's voice. It's not just what they say, but how they say it that makes all the difference. But beware, knowing how to speak with impact doesn't mean overdoing the confidence to the point of sounding arrogant, and this is exactly where many people go wrong. After all, what's the difference between confidence and arrogance? Many people confuse these two concepts and end up pushing others away without realizing it. I'll show you how to avoid this now. Think about this. You're talking to someone, and within the first few minutes you notice that this person exudes confidence. They speak calmly, make eye contact, and convey security. Now imagine another person who seems overly convinced, as if they're trying to prove something every moment. The difference between these two situations may be subtle, but it makes all the difference. Many people confuse confidence with arrogance. But true confidence doesn't come from the need to impose yourself. It comes from character, experience, and the way you treat others. Arrogance is a shield. It's that exaggerated posture, the condescending tone, the expressions of contempt. Genuine confidence, on the other hand, is silent. You don't need to prove anything to anyone. Your presence speaks for you. If you want to convey authentic confidence, follow these 3 fundamental rules. Respect everyone equally. It doesn't matter if it's a CEO or a clerk. The way you treat people says more about you than any speech. Avoid signs of superiority, disdainful expressions, expansive and invasive posture. All of this can push people away without you even realizing it. Body language matters a lot. Small adjustments in how you move and express yourself can transform your presence and influence. If this content helped you in any way, subscribe to the channel now. That way you won't miss any upcoming videos and can keep improving your communication, presence and influence. Also, leave a like because it helps the channel grow and ensures that this content reaches more people who need to learn these strategies. Now tell me in the comments, which of these confidence tips resonated the most with you? I'd love to hear your opinion. See you in the next video.